Hey everybody, welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Jalen and this is Journey to Wholeness. I hope everybody is having a good MLK Day. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about gifts. We're going to be talking about your God-given gifts and your God-given talents. God has given all of us a gift. Some have more than others. One of my gifts is to cook. I've always knew how to cook. As I get older and as I practice it more, I get better, but it's something that I've always known how to do my whole life. Some people know how to cook, some people know how to dance, some people know how to sing, some people are great leaders, some people have the gift of charisma, and I think it's very good and I think that it's important for you to be able to identify your God-given gift, to make sure that you are using it for the right reasons and that you are using it for the reasons that God has called you to. Because God isn't the only one that knows you have a gift. Your mom and your dad, your family and your friends, your employer is not the only one that know you have a gift. The enemy also knows that you have a gift. And his purpose and his plan from the very beginning is going to be to distract you and to deter you off of the path that God has you on, so you would be able to use your gifts in ways that will be able to help people in life. And with the distraction comes perversion. And perversion is the alteration of something from its original course. It means to distort, or it also means misrepresentation. And you want to make sure that you're able to identify your gifts so you won't be using it in a perverted way. So if you go to the Bible in 1 John 2 and 15, it says, "Do not love the world or anything in the world. If anyone loves the world, for the love of the Father is not in them. Lust of the flesh, which is your bodily desires, is your sexual desires, is your feelings, your sensuality. And then you have lust of the eyes, which is materialistic things, cars, clothes, jewelry, your appearance. And then you have the pride of life, which is basically arrogance. You being so arrogant and so confident in your own plan that you think that you can live your life without God, or live your life having God on the back burner. And you want to be careful of perversion and lust in your life while you are using your gifts." And I also have an example of this guy. He's a preacher and a father and an author named Mike Todd. I've watched a lot of his videos in the past, and he's very open about his life and what he's been through and the things that God has brought him through. And he tells this story about how he used to lie and scheme and correct me if I'm wrong, because I don't want to pin anything on him that he didn't do. But if you go and watch his videos, he's very open about all of these things. But the most recent video I watched of him, he gave away millions and millions of dollars to different churches and different organizations. And the reason that I say these things is because his gift in the enemy's hands almost sent him to jail. His gift in the enemy's hands had him lying and scheming and committing fraud. But God knew that there was going to come a time where he would be able to trust Mike Todd with millions of dollars, and the only thing that he was going to do with it was give it away. So I think the important question to ask yourself is, whose hands are your gifts in? Because in the enemy's hands, Mike Todd almost went to jail. But in God's hands, Mike Todd is able to give away money to charities and churches all across the world. So it's important to know what your gift is and whose hands your gifts are in. Because there's a lot of people in the world that have the gift of persuasion. Like, you have the gift of persuasive speech. But God didn't give you the gift of persuasive speech to talk the clothes off of every girl that you meet. That's not why God gave you the gift. Or there's some people that have the gift of charisma. It's the personality or the energy where you can capture any room that you walk into. But God didn't give you the gift of charisma so you can manipulate every relationship that you walk into, so you can be able to control people and get them to do whatever you want them to do whenever you want them to do it. Or some people have the gift of leadership, but God didn't give you the gift of leadership so you can abuse power. God didn't give you the gift of leadership so you can oppress other people. So I think it's important for us to know what our gifts are, and I think it's important for us